A new chapter in Destiny 2 is here with the Witch Queen, and it's brought one of the community's most asked for features, weapon crafting. And this system allows the player to craft weapons that cater to their exact wants and needs. In the opening stages of the campaign, you're going to be walked through crafting the starting Enigma glaive. You're going to reach step 3, which is to reshape the Enigma to have an enhanced intrinsic trait. Once completed, you're given a weapon pattern, and after that, a lot of things open up for you. So let's discuss the crafting loop, where you can shape or reshape your weapon. It may seem overwhelming, especially at first, but once you understand the crafting loop, you're going to know exactly how to tackle it with getting the right perks for your desired weapon. Let's start with the weapon patterns. At the Enclave, you will shape your craftable weapon. At the crafting table, you can choose either to shape or reshape. When you choose shape, this list has the current weapons that are craftable, and there's currently only 29 listed. Not every weapon in the game can be crafted, only this set list. These weapons will drop from specific playlist activities, some are open world drops, and those are going to drop randomly or possibly even from a rank-up package from a tower vendor. As an example of an activity weapon, the Wellspring activity on Savathun's Throne World has 4 different daily weapons drop on a 4-day alternating defend attack rotation. At the time of making this guide, the weapon is the Come to Pass auto rifle. The next day, it's going to be the Tarnation grenade launcher. After that, the combat bow, and the 4th is the Father's Sin sniper rifle. After that 4-weapon rotation, it comes back to the Come to Pass auto. Note that these 4 weapons of Wellspring have an extremely low deep sight drop rate at this time. Bungie's looking into it, but it's currently taking players anywhere from 3 to 6 hours just to get one red bordered weapon to drop, if at all. Some patterns are going to be unlocked through quests. You will see that as the reward for your quest step. As you're playing the campaign, as you're doing these activities, you're going to find some of these weapons, and at some point you're going to want to be able to craft the perfect role for you. To unlock a weapon to craft, each one has a pattern progress requirement. In the Enclave, as you move your cursor over the weapon, it's going to say that the pattern has not been unlocked. To see the unlock requirement, go to your Triumphs tab, and on the right side is going to be Patterns and Catalysts. All the weapons that are in the Enclave to shape are right here, and when you move your cursor on them, it's going to have the pattern progress requirement. So for this auto rifle, you're going to need to find 2 of them that have a red border, and then you're going to have to level them up. Each weapon has 2 versions, a regular one, and then a red bordered deep sight one, like these right here. The deep sight resonance weapons with the red border are used to extract materials so you can craft. They can show up on nearly every legendary weapon, and you're going to find a lot of weapons that aren't in that Enclave shape list, but you definitely still need them so you can complete the requirement to extract materials. So for that Come to Pass auto rifle, you would need to be doing the Wellspring activity and hoping at the end you get a drop of a Come to Pass with a red border. You would need to get 2 of them, and after you level up and extract the second one, the pattern will be available. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. These red border weapons need to be progressed to 100%, and to do that, you need to either get kills with them or complete activities. And you can do both of those at the same time, or you can just do one of those as an example. For activity completion, right before the end of an activity, like a Crucible match, maybe a strike, right before it ends, you can equip those red bordered deep sight weapons, and once the activity completes, it's going to give progress to them. It took me 3 matches of doing this to fully max them to 100% so the materials could be extracted. And in a moment, we're going to get into the elements that are tied to the perks that you're going to need on the weapons that you craft. Some weapons, like this Pointed Inquiry Scout, need 3 red border versions to complete to be able to unlock the pattern. As you look through this list, some of them need 5 full completed deep sight resonant extractions to unlock the pattern, like this Peace of Mind pulse rifle from the Battlegrounds activity, or next to it, one of the upcoming raid weapons that's dropping on March 5th, the Insidious pulse rifle. And in this Patterns and Catalyst tab, you're going to find the raid weapons noted by their dark gray look with sort of a burnt orange on the body. There are 6 of them, including a glaive. So look forward to a lot of these needing 5 to progress. Some are 3, but some, like this Empirical Evidence, only needs 1 completed. I do have a red border deep sight Empirical Evidence completed, so when I extract it, the pattern's going to unlock for me to go craft it. When you have the pattern unlocked, go back to the Enclave, select Shape, and now's the time to craft and start focusing on the perks that you want. It starts at level 1, and the same rules apply. You get kills, you complete activities to level it up. Just like you did with the glaive in the opening campaign sequence, you start with the frame. You're going to need certain materials, and here's how you get those. The resonant alloys are obtained from when you dismantle any legendary weapon. As you get into the perks for the weapon, you're now going to see neutral elements. Neutral elements are obtained from those red border weapons. When you fully attune them to 100% and extract the materials, each extraction gains 200 neutral elements. When you start equipping your perks, it's going to show you the cost at the end of everything added up. So the basic perks on this Empirical Evidence has a final shape of 5 resonant alloy, 10,000 glimmer, and 750 neutral elements. The material cost is only going to be applied once you actually shape the weapon, so don't worry about switching perks around. It's not going to apply them until you hit the final shape. As you level up your weapon, there's going to be some new materials that pop up. So let's take a look at this Ragnhild D shotgun that I've been working on. It's currently at level 8. It's an aggressive, hard-hitting shotgun. I'm really excited about it because it has a hidden intrinsic higher zoom. It sort of has a built-in rangefinder. It's one of the furthest hitting shotguns in the game. Once you have your crafted weapon and you want to update it, you're going to go into the reshape section to modify it. Since this one's at level 8, there's more things that are unlocked that I'm able to add. So for me, I want enhanced range as my intrinsic. For the barrel, I want full choke for the tighter pellet spread, accurized rounds for even more range, but when we start to get into the perks, I do have some enhanced perks unlocked to be able to be chosen. And these enhanced perks are better versions of the regular perks. Let's take Dual Loader. Pay special attention to what the enhanced trait says that it does and compare it to the non-enhanced original version. Regular Dual Loader states that it reloads 2 shells at a time, but reduces reload speed. The enhanced Dual Loader reloads 3 shells at a time with the reduced reload speed. Or in the final perk column, there's Adrenaline Junkie. It's a damage perk. With the Grenade Final Blow, this weapon gains increased damage and handling. The enhanced version states the same thing, but it's for an improved duration, meaning the perk's gonna last a little bit longer. Sometimes enhanced damage perks will actually give you more damage, but other times, like this right here, it's the same damage, but you get it a little bit longer. So pay attention to those. You're also gonna notice 2 new materials. Ascendant Alloy and this enhanced Adrenaline Junkie requires Ruinous Element. We move over to another perk. This one takes the Adroit Element. The elements are tied to perks, and here's an overview of the crafting materials. The Ascendant Alloy is the premium material. You need these for the enhanced traits, and you get them from weekly Witch Queen campaign missions, Throne World offensives, also from the Cryptarch or Banshee 44 in the tower. With Master Rahul at the tower, you can buy 1 per account per week, and the Gunsmith has it later on in his rank up. The other elements like Ruinous, Adroit, Mutable, Energetic, they're all used for a certain type of perk. As an example, Energetic is for ammo or reload style perks. Each red border weapon that you attune fully, the perks on them, once you hover over it at the top, it's going to show the 2 elements that are going to be extracted. You're going to have a choice, one or the other. And as you're looking at these perks, it shows you how much of the currency that you currently have. So in this case, I have less energetic elements than Ruinous. So when I claim the materials, I'm choosing energetic. That way I get that up. I also get the 200 neutral elements. And after you extract the materials, the weapon is not deleted, it stays. You can delete it after that if you would like. When you go back to your weapon that you've been working on, for this enhanced trait, you're going to see what element you need for that perk. So when you start your extraction on these red border weapons, when they're fully attuned, extract the correct material for the trait that you're looking at. I'm currently waiting to level up my shotgun to have enhanced perpetual motion, and I'm thinking enhanced demolitionist. These weapons at the Enclave are meant to go back and change if you would like. Maybe later on, like right now, I have my shotgun up to level 11, and I think, you know what, I want a little bit more handling. So I changed that, and for the magazine, I think I'm gonna go Assault Mag, because it has a slight increase to its fire rate. But note, when you are reshaping the weapon, it's going to take a new set of materials for everything that you change. So even though the handling frame, the Assault Mag weren't too costly, if I wanted to change out enhanced traits, all of those materials are going to start adding back up. If you already have an enhanced trait and want to change it for another one, it's going to cost one of those premium Ascendant alloys. Just be sure that you want the change before you do it. These top-end materials take a little bit of time to get. If you're a new or returning player, you're going to start figuring out how you like to play. Maybe you're more of a support player, maybe you like building into your abilities like your grenade or melee, or maybe you want the weapon to do more damage. Each weapon has perks they can build into this. And you're going to find perk combinations on these craftable weapons that are meant for PvE builds, some for PvP, Crucible builds, and some can do both. And once you're set on a weapon, use them, get some kills. There are certain areas that have a lot of enemies like the Grasp of Avarice dungeon start location on the Cosmodrome. The entry is in the top left corner in the destination screen, and in that loot cave, there are multiple enemies that are going to keep spawning. You get kills on them, get progress to attune your weapons. And also remember, the activity completions are a big deal as well. I've attuned a lot of Deep Sight Resonance weapons right here at the beginning of the Grasp of Avarice. And Bungie has also added the actual stat numbers to the stats so you can see where stats rise and fall with certain perks. One of the main weapons to craft is the new Osteostriga SMG. It's an exotic, you get it unlocked after beating the campaign. It's looking to be one of the best weapons in the game, and as you move through the perks, you can see how the stats change. I've leveled it up enough to get the Catalyst, but I need one more Ascendant alloy. I'm going to be getting it soon. A couple other weapons to look for. One is the Under Your Skin Combat Bow from Battlegrounds. It has a couple very interesting perk combinations. Also, for this season, Anti-Barrier Bow is in the artifact, so you can use it on champions. One good combination to craft is Archer's Tempo, which states you get a faster draw time by 30% for 3 seconds after a precision hit, and you're going to pair that with successful warm-up. Each final blow gets you a faster draw speed. So both of these perks do have enhanced versions. And if you remember the Hush Bow from Gambit, this is going to be on that level. Extremely fast draw time. Another really good one is going to be Unrelenting Dragonfly. It's a rare perk combination overall. We've seen it very few times in the history of Destiny. Dragonfly creates an explosion on a headshot final blow, and Unrelenting states that rapidly defeating enemies will trigger health regeneration. The Dragonfly explosions that collateral surrounding enemies and down them, it will proc this perk. Mine has Archer's Tempo Dragonfly, but this is a perk combo I will be crafting. And then there's the Thoughtless Sniper Rifle that has Overflow and Firing Line. So you can get the mag way up there, be next to your teammates, deal increased precision damage. It's going to be great for PvE damage phases and all-around content with a fire team. There are so many weapons that have a very specific job, and they do that job at peak potential. And all of these weapons have the enhanced perk traits that are better than the normal versions. That is going to be the main goal with them. Get those enhanced traits, get some weapons that you like, kit them out for the activity that you plan to use, and go have some fun. My name is Cool Guy. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And if you're interested in some Destiny content from me, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter by searching Cool Guy Games.